Here I am to off the internet one more time. Hey Siri, set me a timer for 15 minutes. Otherwise I'm just going to keep blabbing on and this will just be a never-ending video.
Okay, your timer is set for 15 minutes.
Thanks Siri. Oh hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very impromptu. I have no idea, like I don't have a script. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even know if this is a good idea. I actually debated with myself, is this a good idea? Should I be talking about this? Let's not pee people off, Caitlin. But you know what? I'm here to talk to you for a moment. I want to get real with you guys for a moment, and I want you to get real with me in the comments down below if you feel comfortable. If you're like, Caitlin, honey, I got no idea what you're on about, and I don't relate, can't relate. But if you can relate to me in some way, or if you understand where I'm coming from, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below either way. Today's video, you saw the title. Also, if you came here for any tea, I'm not going to be mentioning names, okay? But I'm sure you can go over to my Instagram if you really want, you can see. But I'm not going to be mentioning names, if that's what you came here for. Today's video is basically me just chatting about the fact that I unfollowed over 200 fashion influencers on Instagram. And I'm going to talk to you about why. Luxury fashion influencers specifically. I think probably by the time you're watching this video, it probably will be more. I think I ended up unfollowing like 400 people. 400 accounts on Instagram, and I'm going to talk you through it, okay? I'm treating myself as a little bit of a human guinea pig over the next few months, and if you are interested, if this video gets enough interest, I will follow up with you as to what my findings were. But I want to talk to you about why I did this. So without any further rambling, let's get it. Actually, no, one more quick ramble. I can totally understand. You'd probably be like, I don't even know if I like this video yet. I don't even know if I like this girl. I don't even know if I'm understanding what the hell she's talking about. That's totally fine. But if at any point throughout today's video, if you feel like you're vibing with me, we get each other on a level that maybe nobody else really gets each other, or you just like the vibes here, or you like what I'm talking about, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you here, okay? Scroll down, hit that subscribe button, ring my bell, join the fam. It started to brew inside me. It started to fester inside me. A few weeks ago, I unintentionally did a little bit of an Instagram social media detox, and I didn't realize how great I felt. And then I went back to my Instagram and I realized, almost like that nun from Madeline, you know, something is not right. Something just didn't feel right. A few main reasons. One of the main reasons being, I want to see how this makes me feel over the next few months. I want to see how, if at all, when my style changes. I want to see what my buying habits are like. I want to see how much I'm spending. I want to see how much I do or don't spend and what I spend it on. I basically, in a nutshell, want to try my hardest over the next few months, just a little bit of an experiment, to see what I buy when I'm not influenced by influencers. In a nutshell, I want to see what I buy, what I like, and what I decide to spend my money on when I'm not constantly looking at a feed of people that have so much. By the way, quick disclaimer, it's not that deep. I don't hate any influencer. I don't have a personal vendetta against social media and the internet and Instagrammers and influencers. It's nothing that deep, okay? It's just my own little thing. I want to see what my real style is deep down, what I like when I'm not influenced by a feed of constant advertisements that aren't always meant to be advertisements, but that's kind of the way my brain processes them. I want to follow people because I genuinely love what they post. I want to see people that I'm inspired by, that I feel connected to, post. And with that many people and the way the algorithm's set up, I hardly got to see anything. So that was really great. I got to clear out a little bit of that, and I've got to see a lot more people that I never got to see before show up on my feed. But I think for the most part, the idea of luxury fashion is no longer what it used to be. You know, I feel like now it's kind of this, it almost feels a little bit disposable, and I don't like that. I don't like the fast fashion view that social media has unintentionally maybe come across and put onto luxury fashion. Depends how many influencers you follow. I had five to six luxury fashion influencers that I really kept up with. And for some people that may not be that many. For some people that might be a lot. But that is 5 to 7 people that you see, depending on how big they are, like these were like really big influencers, that you see constantly have this ever revolving wardrobe of items, things that they get gifted, things that they get loaned, things that they buy because they can afford to do so. This is very much my own thing. I just feel like it's hard to keep up, and my brain and myself felt like it wanted to keep up. That's called brainwashing. In this constant stream of influencers being gifted, loaned, buying things, it's hard to really tell. And I think the laws have become a lot stricter now, where a lot of time influencers do have to say if something's been gifted or something's been, you know, borrowed, loaned, gifted by a brand, partnership. With some of the influencers that I were following, they were either, again, I don't even know, were they buying it, were they being gifted it, were they being loaned? But like, they would literally buy, you know, anywhere from like 3 to 5, sometimes 10 new pieces a week. For me, that's not sustainable. I can't afford, I love all those pieces, I love to look at them, but I can't afford, you know, to have $5,000, $10,000 of new fashion a week. I can't afford it, and if I could, I don't have the wardrobe space, and even if I could have the wardrobe space, I wouldn't want the wardrobe space, honestly. I wouldn't want that much. The Dior Bobby, for instance, the Louis Vuitton, the latest Louis Vuitton release. There are a few influencers that I've actually seen wear that bag more than once, which I think is great. But there's also a lot of influencers that I saw were gifted that bag that I've only seen them wear it once online. And that's just not realistic for me. It's not relatable for me. And that's the key takeaway for me lately, is that I need relatability. I need relatability from my influencers, from people that I'm following. For the most part, I found I couldn't relate to a lot of the influencers anymore. I felt like it was unrelatable. And like we lived in two very different realities. You know, I was seeing influencers traveling left, right, and center, traveling as if nothing was happening. And for me in Australia, that's not something that I could do. And I think seeing people travel as if nothing had happened, it depends on where you live. If you live, you know, somewhere in Europe, or if you live somewhere in London, that may very well be a completely different story, and that you may be able to relate to that because you are allowed to travel. But for me, I'm not able to travel that freely, so I felt like I couldn't relate to it. If you look at some luxury influencers, if you scroll through the comments, you will see, you know, a handful, dozens of comments of people commenting that they're actually, oh my God, like I'm living vicariously through you. Oh my gosh, I'm so living vicariously through you right now. And sometimes I get comments like that, but nowhere near as much as I'm sure like a lot of other people do. But I was really thinking about that, and I didn't actually realize that by watching a lot of these luxury influencers online and just following them on YouTube, following them on Instagram, I didn't realize unintentionally that by keeping up with their lives, I was actually living vicariously through them, and I couldn't figure out why I felt like crap. I couldn't figure out why I felt like crap. I couldn't figure out, I can't believe that there was a point, and sometimes if I consume too much, I feel this way, but I actually don't think, controversial opinion number 378, I actually don't think it's healthy to live vicariously through somebody else. I think, you know, every now and again, totally it's fine. But if your favorite Instagram or if your favorite blogger or vlogger is uploading like weekly content, just showing you a very different lifestyle, an influencer lifestyle, if you will, and you're living vicariously through it, if you yourself are admitting to living vicariously through that, living vicariously, by definition, means that you are basically dreaming, fantasizing, living through that person. Whether you like it or not, whenever you open up a social media app, you're truly letting in subconsciously things into your brain that may or may not be of value, or may or may not be good for you. And I've really learnt more so recently that I need to stand guard at the door of my brain, because whatever you let in, you need to make sure what you let in is doing you good and is making you happy, is having a positive effect on you. And that goes for anything, anyone. Hell, if I'm not having a positive effect on you, shut me the hell out. Okay, so this is really embarrassing for me to admit. And I was almost not gonna talk about it, but I'm just gonna effing talk about it. And this is like future Caitlin, so I filmed this video that you're watching right now with me in my purple little outfit like 2 weeks ago, probably over 2 weeks ago. And I know that if I didn't insert this little insert right now, I probably wouldn't ever talk about it. And I just thought, you know what, screw it. Like, let's just throw it out there, not even think about it, and just like be honest and just talk about it. This was like another main reason that I didn't really talk about, because I was like a little bit scared to and a little bit nervous, but screw it, I'm just gonna do it. I think part of the reason why I was a little bit scared and nervous, because I was like, oh my God, Caitlin, like you're 27, almost 28 years old, and like I was just embarrassed, because I thought, come on, like only like teenagers and kids feel this way, and it's obviously not true because I feel this way, and maybe I'm not the only one who feels this way. I think watching as much YouTube I was watching, like I don't really watch much reality TV. Actually, to be honest, I don't watch any reality TV. And I didn't realize, like I didn't think at the time that watching so many like daily vlogs or like vlogs of other people's lives was so damaging to my mental health, until I think I'm at this point now where I'm like, you know, maybe I'll just try to go without it and see how it makes me feel, because I feel like maybe that was part of the problem. So maybe, you know, and again I feel the need to reiterate, it's not them, it's me, and it's my stuff. I feel like I'm in search of this feeling, and I know what it's gonna feel like fully when I feel it, even though I've never really felt it. Like I felt it in like drips and drabs here and there, but this feeling, I guess you could say it's like a void. And again, I don't mean this like, don't feel sorry for me, this isn't like a wow moment, because I'm genuinely like, I have a beautiful life and I'm very grateful for my life, and I'm very, for the most part, quite content and relatively happy with my life. I have a lot to be grateful for, but I know deep down that there is this feeling that is missing. Like that's like this feeling of, I guess like like a general purpose and fulfillment. You know, I don't really feel that to the full extent. I have this thought always, and it's always in the back of my head. It sounds like, oh my God, I want to make a more positive impact on the world, and I just feel like that's where maybe that feeling's going to come from, of like that purpose and fulfillment. And I haven't really felt it to the full degree. And maybe it's something that people feel, obviously, when their like mental state and their mind is top notch, and they, you know, have their dream job and their dream life, and, you know, they're with someone that they love and care about. And I think, again, nothing against them or me, I think I was unintentionally watching people online who appear to be, I mean, I can't 100% say yes or no, because nobody really knows these people other than themselves, but they appear to have, you know, their dream job, their dream life, their dream house, their dream person. You know, that most of the people I watch are like married. I'm single AF. Okay, I'm single AF. And, you know, ideally, of course, I would love to be with someone. I would love to share my life with someone, and I would love to feel that sense of purpose and fulfillment. And I think watching so many people online that seem to appear to have it all figured out, and appear to have that life, it was really, I realized maybe that I should just try not to consume it and find it for myself, following along with their journey and their happiness to the extent. I just don't think it was doing much for my mental health, especially like these times that we're living in right now. And I think I need to really step away from that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like last year I spent so much money on fashion and bags, and if I'm being honest with you, it was more than I should have, and I'm fully admitting that. And I've fallen in that trap before of just buying so much more that is out of my means. I feel like I could be putting that money somewhere else. I could be doing more good with that money. I could be doing better things with that money than I did. And of course I'm still gonna be buying stuff because I love stuff. I love pretty things, but I just want to try this way of living. I feel like I'm turning into a hippie, but I want to try to just figure myself out. And I think taking a step away from consuming so much might help me do that. It might help me. And, you know, like, again, please let me know if this is a feeling you feel right now, regardless of how old you are. I want to know if you feel this way right now, like if you're searching for this thing, this feeling, or if you found it maybe, or if you never have ever thought about it, or maybe you're just 100% there, happy, completely fulfilled, full of purpose. I would love to know where you're at there, just trying to get out of that circle, because that's clearly not getting me any closer to finding out what my purpose is and like what mark I'm going to leave on this world. It's not really helping me figure that out. So I want to just see what happens if I just take some time away from watching other people's lives that are so different to mine, that seem to be this dream life, to the extent that I was. Anyway, jeez. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the video. You need to do what makes you happy, and you need to listen to how you feel, how your body, how your thoughts react when you see something online, whether that be a video or a photo or anything really. So that's pretty much my little ramble today. I'm pretty sure I probably missed a hell of a lot. Really, I wish I probably should have scripted it, but I hope that it does give you a little bit of an idea about where my head's at right now. Please share with me all your thoughts and comments down below. I would love to hear from you. I'm gonna have another one linked to you right here. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.